Since there's not one person to introduce you all, would you guys mind just for all of us just introducing yourselves, your character, and maybe your favorite dessert? Go down the line.
Favorite dessert?
Yeah, just to make it fun.
Yeah.
Hey, am I starting?
Yeah.
I'm Hale Appleman. I played Eliot on The Magicians, and one of my favorite desserts is a oatmeal chocolate chip cookie, because when they're good, they're real good.
Yeah, good answer. Hi, I'm Trevor Einhorn. I played Josh Hoberman on The Magicians. New York cheesecake, classic.
Hey,
That's
good choice, solid choice.
Thank you.
I'm Bishil. I played Margo on The Magicians, and my favorite dessert is rose water ice cream.
Ooh, where do you find that?
Oh, Mom.
Oh, Mom. Oh, Mom.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, Mom. My gosh.
My gosh.
I'm Stella Maeve. I played Julia Wicker on The Magicians. My favorite dessert, it's hard to pick just one. A good tiramisu.
Wow.
Can't go wrong.
Wow. These were solid choices across the board, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're also just hungry.
I do.
I'm starving. Yeah.
I think it'd be great before we dive into some good stuff to really hear how's the con been, like what you're enjoying seeing, and just, Dragon Con is a unique family, and it's a beautiful family here, and so love to just hear how you are adapting to our wonderful world here.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's been great. Everybody's been so awesome, and it's been really, I don't know, our panel yesterday was rocking. It was awesome. We were riffing. We've just been having a lot of fun.
Any great cosplay too? Anything you saw that really stood out to you?
Somebody did Tangled. They did Rapunzel from Tangled. I thought she was so beautiful.
Oh, good.
Everybody dressing up and just I don't know, Big Bad Fly. It's cool.
I really liked Mother Mario and Louis Jesus. They were great.
That was pretty great.
Inspired.
Everyone's been great. I think what's unique about it, at least, is that there's a approachability with the fans, and it feels like welcoming in a great way, and it is massive, but somehow throughout all of the madness and the huge numbers, you still have this great intimacy with everybody. Yeah. So I'm walking away with a lot of great connections. So it's been really cool. Yeah.
It was cool to actually talk to people.
Yeah, exactly.
Get deep with people, because usually it goes so fast, you know what I mean? Or you have to sign and move, and people want to connect, which is nice.
Right. Well, welcome all of you to our Dragon Con family.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, please. I started, so somebody else.
I can start.
There you go.
So when I was doing some research on you guys, I saw you guys have such a big and amazing fan base. Do you guys have a certain story from that you'd like to share?
From the fan base?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dragon Con.
Yay!
I mean, at least for me, it's been really cool to sort of relive the show through fans' eyes in these moments. And, we have a lot of amazing costumes that were intricate, but the way that the fans just sort of get all the details down is quite impressive. I think that is the sort of overall sentiment that always blows me away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something I've noticed over the years that the show is airing and after at different conventions here and there is that there's a real heart-centered kind of focal point with the fans of our show. And they find community through finding one another and identifying with the characters on the show. Mm-hmm. And so it's rare, if ever, that there's an affronting or overwhelming experience with a fan, unless it's just totally heartfelt and totally sincere. And that is really lucky, I think, because there's fans come in all shapes and sizes, and we have a fan base that's decidedly loving. And I think that's
so true.
Really lucky.
Yeah.
Well, who said it best?
Matt Jenkins, Moana Nui Podcast Network.
Hi.
If you could look back on the history of the show so far, is there any particular maybe plot point or person or minor event that at the time, it may not have looked like it would develop into something larger, but that you would like to see the show revisit and maybe take down a different path?
Ooh.
Certainly, I would say that there were the character that I played, Eliot. He had several short-lived relationships, and I would love, and even at the time, I sort of like crossed my fingers that he would get to experience even a complex, problematic relationship for more than an episode or two, just so that he could learn and grow from the experience of an evolution with another person. That happened with Summer, full stop, throughout the entire, all seasons of the show. We had development and growth and evolution, and that was really beautiful, and kind of the center point of relationship with my character, which I loved. But I think it's important for queer characters in media to also have significant others, as significant as their straight counterparts.
A great answer.
You're on top.
When I'm tired, maybe I'm good. I should be tired more of the time.
It's hard for me to come up with one because, like, I had such a good time playing Josh that, like, I feel like he sort of ran the gamut of, you know, started out kind of as a smaller character and then just they kept giving me more and more and more, and musicals and, you know, elaborate meals and stuff like that. So I got to have a lot of fun. I got to see that through.
Yeah, I mean, I would say playing Margo was the surprise expansion I wasn't expecting. I mean, I had no idea they were going to take it there, you know, and they just kept taking it higher, you know. So take me, you take me higher, you know, and they did. So yeah, I would say the expansion of my character was always surprising and a gift, and not something I saw coming at all. Yeah, but I was very happy because, you know, you're in Vancouver, there to work, and, you know, you want to work, so, yeah.
I wish I had a good answer of what I don't know, you know, you said that exactly where I would have wanted to see it go, and I don't know, I feel like I have no idea. I really don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For Julia. Like, I think she had her...
I want to see her just chill on a beach.
Yeah, I mean, I
Beach
have a
episode.
good time.
Magicians go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
there you go. But yeah, she kind of, because she got to do so much, and there was so much, you know what I mean? And they did such a great job. So I don't know what I would have added to her arc, right?
So, first of all, could you answer the rest of the questions in song? That would be awesome. But if you met your characters, like in real life, if they were real, and I hate to dissuade anyone who thinks they might be real, how do you think you'd get along with them?
Oh, she would hate me. She would be like, I can't with you, girl. Yep. And I'd be like, but I want to be your friend, Mom.
I kind of think the same. I mean, I think there would be moments where we could connect, but I think he probably would read me to filth for whatever I was wearing, and also, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we would eventually get somewhere good. Yeah, it would take a while. It would be a slow burn.
Oh my God, we would have so much fun. We would just probably go out to dinner and just and hang out. Yeah. Trevor meeting Josh is just like Trevor meeting anyone.
I don't think Julia would want to be my friend. I just think she would not.
I don't think you'd want to
Be her friend.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be cool at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
That's pretty
I think we'd have empathy for each other. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Hey.
Yeah.
Joyce Stevens with the Moana Nui Podcast Network. I'm wondering, since you've embodied these characters for so long, are there any moments that stick with you, either while you're acting or while you're watching it back or something, that are special to you?
I remember laughing a lot with Trevor. I remember just laughing a lot with everybody, and just I just remember the times we were all so punchy and tired from shooting and
Off the cuff. like,
yeah, and I was always so overly committed and, you know, over the top in my commitment, and it would just crack everybody up. Like, you know, I already told the story, but like, I threw myself across the room over and over and over again, and they had already shot the stunt, and Jason was like dying of laughter, and I'm like, what? And he's like, girl, we shot that like 3 hours
It's like
ago.
the camera had essentially
Stop
turned around and
your
wasn't
body
on her anymore.
across the
Yeah,
room,
and she
like-
still was going for it.
Yeah, like those are the moments I remember, like the ones where we were just like, what is our life? And just like laughing.
Do you remember the gallery shoot?
The gallery shoots,
It would
man.
crack up.
It was just fun.
That was fun.
It was just fun. Yeah.
To your question a little bit, like when we get to do a show for, you know, essentially like 6 years, you wind up thinking like the character sort of like naturally. And I also think at the same token, the writers sort of play more to our natural sensibilities. So it was like easier to slip in and out with that, but taking it to future projects, I liked approaching the world of the magicians because Josh sort of had a positive outlook and a blind sense of confidence. And I'm kind of doing that a little bit with some of these other projects. And, you know, it's always nice to sort of just dive in. And similar to what Summer said, it's a commitment level. And we got to play. We got to play for like 5 seasons, and that's pretty amazing.
I would like to take her Julia's like toughness, man. I got soft. I had a baby and I got real soft, and I want more of her grit.
She was tough.
She was tough.
She's a tough brown.
Yeah,
I think you have that.
it's coming. It's a bit older. To keep it up. Oh, sweet.
That's the question.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Cool.
And then Margo.
Yeah, and then, yes, that's cool.
Right on. Because the fan base, Trey from Daddy Mojo.
Hey, yeah.
Because the fan base is so rabid and energetic, is there somebody from another IP that you guys would welcome, presuming the show is still on the air, that you would welcome to play in your sandbox, or vice versa, that would be a good playmate?
Jack Nicholson. I'd invite him over to the magicians.
Yeah.
He'd be a great substitute
He would be.
teacher. Or professor. It'd be insane.
The actress who plays Georgia and Ginny and Georgia.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
I love her.
Me too.
I love that show. I'm obsessed with that show. It's so good.
I just was thinking about Gandalf for some reason. Maybe because he's like a big gay wizard, but yeah. We need some like,
Man, Gandalf would be awesome.
get some Gandalf.
You never pass his class.
No.
We walked right into that one.
Yeah. Set myself up for that one.
To piggyback off of the character thing, is there a character, because it's been so long, is there a character that you wish you would have played instead of the character that you actually played in The Magician?
Yeah, I know this answer now. I know it. Because it's been asked of me, I'm like, what is it? What is it? And I kept saying, well, I relate to him the most. I relate to him the most. But Quentin,
Oh, wow.
that would have been dope. And impossible. Yeah. It could have, yeah. Anything is possible.
That's true.
Yeah. But that's the character I related to the most, personally. I don't personally relate that much to Margo. I understood her, and it was the joy of my life to play her, but it's not who I am, really, you know? I mean, I can have this, like, funny, outward, public-facing side of me that feels like Margo, but I'm much more of an internalized overthinker, intellectual. I've had my battles with you know, depression and sadness, and you know, I can be a quieter person more than I'm not. So Quentin would have just been an interesting character to explore, and I wish I had more scenes with him as well, because he was such a naturalistic actor. So when you were in a scene with Jason, you had to ground it because he was so grounded, you know? And Margo could be very flamboyant, and sometimes my performances could start veering into, and that they direct you down. But when I was acting with Jason, that never happened because he's so naturalistic, and everything, with his performances happened in a close-up, which is great acting. So yeah, that's the character I would have been more interested in exploring. Yeah.
Dean Fogg. Yeah, I'd like to see what that would be like for a little bit. Yeah, be a good Dean. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Quentin too, actually. There was a moment where I think I almost auditioned for Quentin too, and then I think they already knew. I think Jason was always the choice, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
But he's very relatable.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like,
Did you want to go ahead?
I can go, yeah. In public, do you ever accidentally slip into character? Like you could be at the supermarket and then just burst into character randomly?
It's funny. I was on a plane once, and this was before I conquered my fear of flying. And I was so terrified, and I was acting very docile and sweet, And the stewardess was like, "You're so nice." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, I love Margo, but you're like so sweet and nice and like vulnerable and not Margo." So no, I'm usually surprising people the opposite. They're always like, "Why are you so awkward?" Like I feel like people want that sass and that edge from me, which I can tie one on. I can do that, but I think for the most part, it's pretty awkward. As I just demonstrated. Can you take me? The rule of comedy is 3. I've done it 3 times. We're done. No longer funny. You taught me that. You said the rule of comedy is 3. You told me that on set. You said 3. 3 is like the rule in comedy.
All right, well then you're done.
Yeah. YouTube video. I learned how to act on YouTube.
We're slipping into character now. So to answer your question, yes. Yeah, that's the banter that it was.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That was a great question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys ever get a chance to ask a question? Yeah, no. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it then.
I was going to ask you a very, obviously there were some great things about working on the series for so long.
Yeah.
What do you miss the least about the series?
The fucking eye patches, man. I got No shade. They wrote a character that changed my life. Thank God for it. I loved every second of it. The eye patch deepened her so much, but goddamn have I never seen an eye patch.
Blessed up both eyes.
I would say I don't really miss living in Vancouver. As much as Vancouver's a gorgeous place to be and to visit.
Film.
It's beautiful. And we got the best months of the year, essentially. But being so far from friends and family and community, over 6 years took a toll.
Yeah. I would do a run there again. When I wrapped, I was like, because I had done another show in Toronto. And I relocated for almost a year because, we were anticipating a full order. And, we shot 8 episodes and relocated to Toronto. And then 8 months later, I'm living in Vancouver. So I spent a lot of time in Canada. So by the time I love Canada and I love BC. But at the end, I thought, what, God, I'm not going to do another run in Canada, But now, so many years have passed. I'm like, honestly, I would love to do another run in BC. I'm missing BC. Yeah. The fall.
You just might. Things still film there.
Manifest. Manifest.
Toronto and Montreal are also different than, they all have their own flavor. And
we also love Atlanta.
Yeah, we love Atlanta.
Ooh, I would love to do a run in Atlanta. Yes. I would it's always fun working in Los Angeles too, though.
Anywhere.
Yeah, man, working in LA hits different. It really does.
But I was gonna say, Hale, I don't even think it's Vancouver because you like Vancouver.
I do.
It's like the winter and like the isolation.
I think I just also was in a different space where it was my first series regular job and I really wanted to show up correct for the show, and every day I wasn't working was a day to prepare the next scene, so I took it pretty seriously.
Yeah, we did.
I think I might have a better life-work balance on another show.
Yeah.
Now.
Of course.
It's the people. I don't miss working with these people.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Who can blame you?
Yeah.
Anything that you don't miss?
No, just I was to what Hale was saying. Just I guess sort of when it would get really, really, really cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm from the East Coast, so. But again, what Summer said. Now I'm okay with cold. You know, throw me anywhere. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
we just
go.
want to work.
We
love
just
it.
want to work. Yeah. We will.
Well, we want to thank you so much for working this out for us tonight. It means a lot to all of us, you know, and for our fan base. So really thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Especially after a very long day.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
We're gonna
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, this is Amanda Tapping. Thanks for watching. And it doesn't matter if your reproductive organs are on the inside or the outside, you can still enjoy Fandom Spotlight. Have fun and follow your fandom.